Would you rent out half of your bed, the other side that you're not sleeping on? This is obviously if you're a single person. Would you rent half of your bed out to a stranger, to someone that you don't know? Well, hey there. I do what most of you do, what all of us do. I was perusing the news feed, I guess is more accurate, on my social media, and looking for stories and kind of prepping things for the podcast. And I came across something that I couldn't not share with you. And I just want to preface it with, if you're looking for something deep and intellectual right now, and really relevant to what's going on in the world, this is not for you. You might want to just scroll on past this one. But if you want to hear something wacky and weird and just head scratching, then stay and take a listen. So are you ready for it? Good. No, you're not. I was not. So let me start off asking you a question. Would you rent out half of your bed, the other side that you're not sleeping on? This is obviously if you're a single person. Would you rent half of your bed out to a stranger, to someone that you don't know? And that would mean that they would be literally sleeping beside you in your bed. No hanky panky. No funny stuff. Just sleeping. Would you do it? Well, a woman in, I think she's in Queensland, Australia. I can double check that, but I'll have to read some of this to you. She says, well, first of all, her name is Monique Jeremiah. Monique Jeremiah. So she rents out half of her bed, and she earns more than $600 a month doing that. And she rents half her bed out to perfect strangers. She said she started doing this during the pandemic, which is even more interesting. You would think that would be less likely of a time to do something like that if you were ever going to do something like that. And so here's the thing. Monique is, in my opinion, I think she's an attractive woman. Let's see. I have a picture of her for you. There you go. She's an attractive woman. I mean, I'm thinking of risk. I'm thinking of danger. I'm thinking of scary things that, you're obviously she's vetting these people to some degree. As a matter of fact, I think it says in here, the first person that she offered this service to was her ex-boyfriend. And that was kind of how it all started. She basically asked him if he wanted to write out the pandemic with her, and, completely platonic, and renting out the bed or half of the bed to him. And then since then, she has rented out half of her bed to other people. Now, it does not, in the article, it does not go into how she vets these people, if they have to have like a background check, or I don't know what she does. It doesn't really explain that in here. By the way, it's in the it's in the Daily Mail. I like my fluff sometimes, okay? And after reading all the garbage and the news and the politics and all of the other things, you need 5 minutes of just fluff. Here's our fluff for today, okay? But that's the big question. Yeah, it is Queensland, Australia. I was just checking as I'm reading this to you, and she came up with a name for this service. She calls it hot bedding. Hot bedding is what it's called. And she says, if you're going to do it, you should have a very large bed, so there's lots of space, and you should set up the ground rules beforehand. I'm going to have to say it would be a hard no for me. I can't fathom sharing my sleeping space with a complete stranger. I don't know. She says her prices are going up with inflation. She said the cost of living has gone up in Australia quite a bit, and her fee is going up. I think she said by like another $160. So what I say was $600, so $760. It's going to be a strange number, but that's okay. So the question is, Would you rent out half of your bed to a complete stranger to earn some extra money? Tell me in the comments. I already gave you my answer, but just so we're clear, it would be no. No.